Hi, I'm Stacey Hyde and I'm back for another episode of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less. What I'd like to talk about today is a little more niche financial planning. It's called a Backdoor Roth IRA. It looked like at the end of 2021 they were no longer going to be allowed. So what is a Backdoor Roth IRA? Well, there's certain income limitations that if your income is above, you're not able to contribute directly to a Roth IRA. But if your only pre-tax retirement money is in a corporate 401k and you have no other pre-tax IRAs, then there's an option available to you called a Backdoor Roth. And the way that it's done is you contribute the money to a regular IRA, but it's not a deductible IRA, so it's an after-tax contribution. And then you let it sit there for at least 30 days, and then you do a Roth conversion of those dollars. So in this example, say there's somebody who's 40 years old and their income with their spouse, they make too much to contribute to a Roth IRA directly, but their 401k at work, they really want to make that pre-tax because they want that tax savings, but they understand the value of having money in a Roth account longer term because, you know, the money goes in after tax, but it comes out tax-free. That's pretty powerful in retirement. And so they want that, but they also want their pre-tax 401k so that they can save on their taxes now. Or maybe their employer doesn't even offer a Roth option. Either one can be true. So they have money in a pre-tax 401k through their work, or a 403b if they work for a hospital or not-for-profit. And their only other investments might be a Roth IRA from when they didn't make too much money. And so they make a contribution, say $6,000, and they put the money in, and we generally recommend not investing it so you're not taking investment risk with the money, letting it sit there for 30 days and then doing a Roth conversion. So you'll earn a couple of cents in interest. So say the $6,000 grew to $6,010. When you do the Roth conversion, there'll be a form that you fill out that goes along with your tax return. If you do it with TurboTax, it's super easy. Or if you do it on your own, I think. And what it says is, I made this much in deductible IRA contributions. And then it also has the Roth conversion. So in this case, this person would pay tax on that 10 cents of earnings, but they would convert the $6,010 into a Roth IRA, and they would have that money in a Roth going forward. And then you can do this each year. Now, if you already have some IRA dollars, but maybe it's a small amount, maybe you have $10,000 from a previous employer in an IRA, you really have two choices. You can roll that money into your employer's plan if that's allowed. That's quite frankly the easiest and cleanest way. Or if maybe you had lower income one year because maybe you had a job change or you were out of work, you could convert that amount in addition to the non-deductible IRA. So say if you had $10,000 and your pre-tax IRA, and you also had $6,000 non-deductible, so 6 divided by 16 would be how much would be tax-free, and you'd have to pay tax on the $10,000 that was in the pre-tax IRA. So this can be a great tool to help you build your Roth dollars if you also need to take advantage of pre-tax 401k or just looking for additional ways to save for retirement. It's possible it could be disallowed going forward, but right now it is allowed, and I would encourage people to take advantage of it. Having those tax-free dollars in retirement is hugely valuable. So if you have any questions on that, let us know. But It's a great tool to use if your income is too high and you also don't have other IRA dollars in pre-tax IRAs. So those are the two conditions there. Thanks for tuning in. This has been another edition of Better Financial Health in 15 minutes or less.